Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey y'all, where Kamila at? She don't got no speech for y'all? Y'all ain't seen. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? 'Cause I heard y'all ain't seen her. Was she deactivated? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please tell me you can hear me. What happened? Yeah, and it's they got a lot of work to do, and they're gonna get a lot of opposition, and should have got some fuel, and I don't want to. Such a burden. But yeah, oh great. I mean, people, I can't believe that people were online complaining today. Whew, after she didn't show up, like that didn't tell you who she really, like how she really felt about you. Listen, guys, if y'all had a different president during when Pan came around, a lot of y'all wouldn't have made it. You wouldn't have made it. All the stuff that we don't know about. The people were getting unemployment left and right. They had monthly child credits. They had food stamps. They had PPE. You name it. And this guy, it does kind of upset me when I really just think about all the stuff with you guys in Trump. But it also makes me actually like him more. And although I know how to make my decision about the presidency, not based off of whether I like the guy or not, but that's just a little sidebar. It's just a little extra perk. But it makes me like him even more. He's my type. Because you guys are such dorks. And he still is hanging in there. And he's still just like dance party with you. Nah, I'm just saying. No, but he's just like, bro, y'all came at him with everything. Everything and then some. People are still bringing up the Central Park 5, which there's plenty of stuff out there, even by us that are questioning the validity of their innocence. Hey, don't make me start going down that rabbit hole. But at the end of the day, you're corny for that, because although I didn't appreciate it, everybody thought them boys was guilty. Not to mention the media and propaganda and just the way it was ran. It was chosen for them to be marked as guilty, and that's the way it was presented. And, he could have did more research, but this man ain't had time to be researching that. They said, we caught the people who did it, and boom. He didn't say black boys. I don't know if he even knew they were black. But that's besides the point. Y'all are dumb. Okay? But guess what? I do have a problem with Trump. You know what? It's so many people got evicted today. I can't handle it. There's stuff outside. And I passed by when they were. That I don't care what nobody say. It is going to always be hard to see some shit like that. Lady outside with her baby. These people standing there and carrying all your stuff outside, putting it on the lawn. I can't handle it, boy. I can't handle it. And it rained. I don't even want to talk no more. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even. I gotta walk by and see all this. I mean, drop by. You know what? You know what? Cause really, I came to talk junk and to gloat. Oh, because Kamala, she didn't show up. But I came to also tell you how dumb you are, and you have the best president you could possibly ever have, ever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have to believe it. It doesn't matter. It is the truth. It is the truth. It is the truth. But I'll come back later because I'll say this. I'll end with this on a serious note. Like I just said, had you not had the president you had during when Penn, because we're not supposed to say that word on here. When Penn came, and I'm being dead serious. And those who know me should know better. I don't fan over nobody. I don't blindly believe in nobody. I don't just whatever. Ain't no telling what this guy has saved us from in reality. Trying to get some light on here so y'all can see my face, because I want you to know I'm 100% serious. And I think it's a slap in the face, it's a kick in the face that you guys will turn to anything and anyone that you possibly can just because you don't want him or you've been told you don't want him. And he's still coming back to try to help you. The guy is rich and he's old. I mean, shout out to him at 70-something. Wouldn't you like to be getting around that good at that age? But he does not have to come back and put up with this and try to do this again. He doesn't have to. It's not like it was easy for him to win. It's not like it was easy for him to campaign again. Hell, didn't they try to pop out the dude? Oh, y'all said that was a skit. You said that was a skit. Listen, I don't care how powerful I am, how rich I am. I don't care how good my team is. Okay? What we not going to do is play with you putting a bullet right across my ear. We're not going to do that because I'm going to tell you, I'm not a ballistics expert. I'm not a bullet expert. I'm not a sniper. I'm not an expert on the weather, the wind. I don't have no CERN machine. I can't predict interference. A bullet has no name on it. Okay? Unless it's literally a bot. You cannot control where that bullet goes. You can only hope so. That man could have got hit for real. And y'all said it was fake. Baby, it's not that deep. He's not going to have that much control in the White House to fake getting hit. Possibly. Y'all slow. He's not going to have that much power in the White House. In fact, he's going to get opposition every which way. I'm pretty sure they come for his family, and that's why Dana and them stressed his family. I can't imagine what they go through and what they need to be protected from on a daily basis because the people don't want him in the office. They never did. You've actually been sent someone who really wants to help you, but you got every complaint in the book. You got, hey, looking out for the po folk. They don't expect rich people to really care about helping po folk. That's a big expectation. You watch too much Bernie or Sesame Street. Which one? The Magic School Bus? Because, baby, y'all don't even help yourselves. At all, including educating yourself. And it shows. You complain about everything in the book, You don't even educate yourself. You showed the world how dumb you was during this election. Everything dumb ass Kamala told you, you believed it. The woman couldn't form one complete sentence after another to build a paragraph and a cohesive statement. Yet you was rooting for her the whole time. Every appearance and interview was worse than the other, and you still was rooting for her. That means you just as dumb as her, if not dumber. You let a dummy play you. Really? You didn't at least say, sis, you making us look bad. You need to get what what y'all figured out, but we need her to come out here and make it look, at least look like she got some intelligence. You didn't care. You didn't care. You know she ain't black and she lied to you about that. This woman fabricated family members. And you didn't care. You still say she black. But that's y'all be on the internet saying, oh, he can come to the cookout. Why? Kamala can come to the cookout. And you going to tell your children. You know how people be on the internet? I'm going to tell my children that this was the weekend, all that kind of silly stuff. It'd be funny sometimes. But you going to tell your children that this was our first black female president, knowing that you lied. And they ain't going to know no better because the history's being erased, truth is being erased, the actual act of doing research, gone. You're dummies. You're dumb. America's dumb for the most part. Those who actually put Trump in office and supported him being in office, they have some intelligence because they know you're supposed to put the best person for the job in office. And they know how to research enough to know that putting her in there was a deadly decision. I'm glad you didn't make it. On my behalf, and my children, and my grandchildren. I'm happy that you didn't put that trash in office. A person who is zero qualified for the job. This heifer couldn't even come out here and be with y'all on campaign night and address it and do her final speech. Even Hillary brought her crazy self out here. Now, I'm not going to say Hillary was unqualified. I'm not saying she was 100% qualified. I sure didn't support her, and I don't like her. Although, that's just a sidebar. It really don't matter if I like her or not. But, I can't stand her ass. But, anywho, she way more qualified than Kamala. But ain't neither one of them qualified to be no doggone president. Do you know somebody on social media actually said today? Matter of fact, let me go get some fuel because I'm gonna regret it if I don't. If I don't want to pump no fuel now, I surely ain't gonna want to pump it the hours that I'm about to go out. So, I get to talk a little more junk to y'all for a little bit longer. Come on, let's do this then. Come on and get this work. Come on, get this work, baby. I'm giving it. Yeah. It's all yours. Free 99. Free 99. But you can't hit the like button. But it's still free. It's free 99 today. I'm running a special. Today only. Today only. Today only. Now, check this out. Somebody on the internet said Kamala was probably devastated that she didn't win. That's why she didn't come out. Huh? You said the bitch was in her okay, I'm gonna watch my mouth. I'm sorry. You said she was in her feelings? Is that what you said? She was in her feelings? Who? She probably how old is Kamala? She still have a period? Because, I mean, if she was on her period when she had to have the meeting with the, to try to stop the wars or whatever, to negotiate, then I guess she was devastated that she was on her period. I mean, come on, you talking, that's why I don't want a woman in the White House. It's because women got periods. Menopause, emotions, make you cry sometime, baby. Emotions. Too many, you know, hormones in women. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Mm-mm. Very dangerous. And it is what it is. It is what it is. But I mean, by you suggesting that, I take it that some of her followers and supporters are saying that we excuse it if Kamala did not come out and be with her supporters in her campaign crew and come out and give a speech at the end because, you know, she had to be devastated because she lost. But y'all be the same people to turn around and say, your daddy never did nothing for us. Look at you. How do you motivate somebody to want to do something for you? I mean, the way a lot of people think now, in this world, on this planet, whether it's the U.S. or wherever, people like you should be eliminated. A lot of people think like that. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. I'm saying I understand it. I understand it. You know, I read, I research. But y'all be having too many feelings. You be all up in your feelings. When you say stuff like that, it's just it has no intelligence to it at all. It doesn't have nothing to do with the bar and the way this world is ran, and it's just based off of your feelings, and that shit don't fly. You can play with all you want to. Everything is business. Now, in your own personal journey, you want to have some spirituality going on, you want to have some religion going on and all that, you can implement all that all you want to. But, you know, they've already officially separated God and, you know, as far as um, business. Once that was finalized, then you should have really understood. But you trying to system was built, and that's how it has always been. That's why we have wars. That's countries trying to conquer other countries. That's why we have negotiations and things like that. And you definitely want the best, most powerful, most fearless, and knowledgeable and backed with experience person in the job representing you, because there are a lot of things that your parents protected your ass from that you had no idea about and you wouldn't even understand, and even some of you now still don't even have a clue. You don't have a clue what your mama always done to put food in your mouth. You don't have a clue. Some of you mamas, she might have put her mouth on some things a time or two and you'd never know it. Your parents could have been swingers. You never know. You know, your father probably actually eliminated a person to protect the family, and you never know. Your parents protect you from all kind of stuff that you don't know about, because that was their job. Part of your president's job is to protect you. Did you know that, fool? I don't think you know that. I don't think you know that. Oh, shit. It's gonna be red. Kamala ain't protecting low self-esteem and not enough self-care, because ain't nobody on this planet gonna be able to come smile in my face when I haven't seen you. You haven't tried to relate to me or reach out to me or nothing. You're not gonna all of a sudden act like we've been besties this whole time, and matter of fact, we kinfolk. That's like one of your siblings being all nice to you all when y'all fight any time or any other time you avoid each other. You know they want what you want. Just what you want. Can I ride your bike? You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew you wanted something the whole time. Y'all knew she wanted something. You knew she wanted your vote, and you didn't care. You have this done to you time and time again. But you think that it's a flex for you to have a black woman in office. That's what you think. It's not even a good business decision. But you think it's a flex because it's going to make you feel good on the inside. So you want to risk everything and everybody just to get that feeling, that temporary feeling. So your ass can be more than disappointed when she do you worse than Barack did. She didn't have nothing good planned for you. They didn't have nothing good planned for you or carried out for you the past 4 years. And you act like she wasn't VP this whole time. With Sleepy Joe acting like he was really being the president, but it was really her. The amount of people online today talking about how upset they are and disappointed, and we're doomed. What? How we doomed, bro? Please explain that to me. Because everything that I'm seeing, y'all say he gonna do. No, she was gonna do that and then some. Because you know why? You know how I know? I know because, duh. I mean, she came out here pretending like she was your black relative friend. Okay? She brought you hookers and hoes and bad examples and bad lyrics. Just a poor excuse for what y'all call a celebrity. You celebrate. Y'all Christian folks celebrate people. You celebrate the celebrities. That's what you're supposed to do, celebrate them. And so that means you worshiping them and your God says, but you don't care about that. Only when it's convenient for you to use, I'm a Christian, to I guess, from in your viewpoint, to your advantage. You got to be ashamed of yourself. But you're not. You're not, because we have another election tomorrow. You'll do it all over again. Okay? You're just not that very bright at making decisions. And then, you guys had Cornell West trying to get on. And, they approached me and they said, you want to sign a petition so that Cornell West can run for president? And I said, I don't know. I don't want to prohibit him from having the opportunity. So I'll sign because it's just a petition for him to be allowed to run. I mean, that's giving him a fair shot. However, I'm not going to have you thinking, oh, there's another person who supports us, because I cannot even say that I would support him. I don't know enough. I just know that, thanks to Umar, Dr. Umar, I ain't going to act like I already knew that. Umar say he got a snow bunny. That's how Umar says it. Other than that, I don't really know much about him. I know a couple of things about his works and his speeches. But, those are works. Kanye puts out the best. Kanye that's when it comes to music, oh my gosh, listen, don't play with me about Kanye and his discography. But Kanye as a person, listen, I really don't care. I don't got nothing to do with that. That's just, yeah. I can mind that business or I can't. We all talk about him every once in a while, even I talk about him. Okay, good or bad. But I don't really care about their personal life. I know what your job is. The boy already told you his mama was sacrificing. He ain't told one lie at all. When you sign up to be a celebrity, that's what you're signing up for. Okay, you work for them. Who is them? I don't know. What do you complain about? Poisoning your food? Your people being enslaved, oppressed, being disadvantaged. Everything you complain about, including all the positions that we are all in right now, that's who them are. Okay, that's who you work for when you become a celebrity. That's who you work for most of the time when you become a politician. See, Trump already know all this shit, but it doesn't mean that he's okay with it. He agrees with it, and he tries to give pushback. That's a bold thing to do, especially once you reach that level. You're supposed to just comply. You're supposed to just comply. And y'all be talking about this fake. Well, if it's fake, then the hate that they seem to have against him must be fake too. Okay, we're not gonna call that fake, and then not say that this is not all fake. Y'all talking about You mad because you got a felon as a president. If you don't go sit your raggedy tail down somewhere, you get on my nerves. Having, taken, as a lot of us have, sociology, psychology, and, just, oh God, jeez, just some basic college courses. American government that I keep stressing. And most of this shit, you can get the whole program online for free. You can get a YouTube video of it being read off to you. And you'll understand all these things that have been done in the past. And then you go over there and you listen to Joe Brown and you talk about Kamala and her mama them being involved in MK Ultra. You gonna research that? Because you probably should. Yeah, you probably should. Probably should. But you act like you don't understand what's really going on and what has been going on and how this place is really ran and what really goes down. You get an advocate and you want to help get rid of it. Come on, bro. I was about to pull up right there too. Gotta be quicker than that. Y'all ain't that bright. You're not bright at all, in fact. And you're teaching them children. Let me tell y'all something. I was in Publix, get ready to check out. As soon as I walk in, I go straight to the bathroom. Okay, I gotta use the bathroom. That's a little too close. I'm just so good. I ain't gonna be able to get out though. Come on, move it. So I walk in. As soon as I walk in, there's two officers standing there talking, and one of the officers looks at me and he's like, "I know her from somewhere." Now, you're not gonna see me and get me confused with nobody else because I have, my own look. I have a unique look. So if he says he thinks he knows me, then he's, clearly has some kind of interactions, right? Well, I just look at him and I just go like this, and I keep going because, that's he having a conversation with somebody, ain't got nothing to do with me. However, I know I ain't never been in trouble, so it ain't nothing bad if that's what he's thinking. But anywho, it's just a little sidebar. But as I'm going to check out, in the register before me, my cash register, and this is just to set up the scene. I'm checking out. I'm getting ready to pay for my thing. My wallet pops up, so I'm like, to this day, I don't like that happens. But I'm like, because I'm not a like to pay with my phone type person. But it popped up, so I'm like, okay, let's do this. I need to get more acquainted with it, how to switch which card, pick which, instead of being such a rookie. So let's just go ahead and get it in. So I'm trying to tap, and here, behind me, coming up next is a young black guy. He's like my age or whatever, seemingly. And my cashier is black. She's an older lady. And the register in front of us is an older white lady. Publix do hire a lot of older people. I noticed that, and shout out to them for that. So there's an older white lady at the other register, and she's checking out somebody, and I can't remember who that customer was. But in comes a black lady with her daughter, who seems to be about 9, 10, maybe, between 9 and 12. And she comes up past the officer, because by the time that I'm getting checked out, I noticed that the officer who was down by the restroom talking to the other officer happened to be propped up at the door, so I'm assuming he's wanting to have a conversation when I leave out. And I'm like, okay, whatever, preparing myself mentally for him to approach me, because the way he's standing there looking at me, I already know he want to talk, right? So she passed by the officer, she goes in with her daughter, and she rushes up to the older white lady who is checking out customers, and she immediately starts, "You remember my daughter? You remember my daughter? Where our food at? Where that was, because you was wrong, and blah, blah, blah." Like, she's approaching the lady like she wants to fight. All right, so let me turn off the car, and the sound, I'm going to have to get the sound. All right. So I'm going to give it a minute to adjust, because it's not connected to the car anymore. All right, so hopefully the sound is good. Let me see. Let me double check. Okay, it's on the phone. Okay, good. So she walks up, and she got her daughter right there. She's like, "Yeah, where our food at? Where our food at?" So as
for some reason, my junk didn't go through. I'm doing something wrong. That's why I say, let me go ahead and practice, because I could have had a card locked or whatever, whatever. So as I'm trying to figure it out, we all caught because she's loud. She's confrontational. And the officer is standing there like, okay. And so she's confronting this lady. So as we're listening, I'm thinking a whole lot of stuff like, why she got to come in here like that? And she got a little girl with her. Okay. And the lady is answering her as best she can. But, you know, she's just so confrontational. It's like, you don't ask no questions because you're not letting her talk. But what I have been able to understand in that exchange was the mama was coming in with the daughter to pay for the food. So whatever happened when the daughter, who was too young to be doing the grocery shopping, got to the counter and tried to pay for the food, something didn't happen. I don't know. But they've been gone long enough that the woman sent the food back. And you know, some of that, they're not by rule supposed to put it back. It's supposed to be no longer able to sell. Okay. I'm not sure, never worked in a grocery store. I just know that that is a thing, and it depends on, I don't know. Y'all probably know better than me. Somebody out there can break it down or whatever. But some of that is probably going to be a waste. And you know how a lot of people tend to do, especially if they have food stamps, they go grocery shopping, and in one shopping visit, they have a cart overloaded with a bunch of just whatever is in the store, as if somebody walked up to them and said, I got $1,000. I'm gonna buy your family groceries. You got 30 seconds. They fill the carts up, overload, and should be gone in a week. But whatever the case may be, clearly they were going long enough to where the woman had to make a decision to say, let's salvage what we can or whatever, but somebody got to start putting this back because this food ain't supposed to be out. She was mad that the woman put the food back. So now she, so you put it back. Oh, you put it back. She mad. And I'm looking at the officer like, at this point, can you please? Because this woman don't even deserve this. Baby, y'all didn't pay for the food. That's already on you. It's already on you. For whatever happened at the register, it's okay. Even if the cashier made a mistake, she didn't hit the cart, I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, some happened on their end as to why they didn't pay for the food. Now, this woman is supposed to send the food back. That's it. That's what it is. You're just gonna have to chop that up, go get some more food. And to be honest, you should feel bad that you disadvantaged who knows who by getting all this food, and it had to go back. No, not her. She mad. She actually looked like she was drunk. Okay? And she looked like not only was she drunk, but she gets drunk. So the officer walks up, blah, blah, blah. So they going back to get some more food. But she's still talking junk. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So soon as I get finished, and you know, me and the cashier that I was with, the older black lady and the black man behind me, they didn't say nothing. But I know what they was thinking. And they probably didn't say nothing because I'm standing right here. I'm a black woman just like her, and I'm closer to her age. So if they say something about their disapproval of what they saw, likely I'm gonna come to her defense and be upset with them about saying something. And I'm gonna give a dumb excuse as to why she did what she did. And you know what? I broke the ice. I let them know this ain't she. Okay. And I just started off with, you know, I can't believe she did that. Like, and they like still looking kind of like, and they looking at each other, and it was so obvious, I could read it on their faces. They was like, is she saying that the woman was wrong? Like, can we, because I really want to say something. Do you want to say something? I mean, they was having a whole conversation with their eyes. So I kept going. You know, I talked about how she was loud, she was rude, that was wrong, and it wasn't the lady's fault if they couldn't pay for the food. She's supposed to put the food back. I mean, I had to say all these things. And then they started warming up to it, like, yeah, I can't even believe it. So, but they still was kind of nervous about saying something. And I said, you know what? At the end of the day, she just taught her daughter how to handle conflict. And they said, you right. Wow, that's deep. You know, what you mean? Did you not see her walking with her daughter? And the daughter is just standing there like, I'm just a kid. I mean, I just, you know, but she's showing her exactly how to deal with conflict. And that's sad. That's sad. That daughter is going to be the future. And she's going to be the future representative of you, black woman. And, you know, when you bring out Megan Thee Stallion and all them, that's what you telling her she worth. And you telling her that what her mama did, how she be acting, all that is just fine. It's well and good. And we're not looking for nothing better. Don't look nowhere else. You got it. It's all being presented to you right and exact. That's terrible. That is completely terrible. Terrible. So the officer approaches me. Where I know you from? And he all in my face looking. Where I know you from? And as soon as I do look him square on, I said, you know what? You do look familiar. I don't know if it's that you do look familiar or that it's just suggestive because you said it when I came in. And so now my mind, my mind is telling me that you look familiar because that's how powerful words are. That's why y'all repeating what Kamila says as if it is a fact. Like the story I told y'all about the woman that I met last night after she voted. And that conversation, I think I did it on TikTok, but I'll tell y'all later because I don't want to hold the pump up too much longer. But talking to the officer, and I'm like, you do look familiar, but I don't know what it is. Either you look familiar or I'm thinking you look familiar because it was suggestive. But either way, he's like, no, I know I've seen you before. I know you from somewhere. And I'm like, if he feels that way, he probably has. Even if it's just in passing and he noticed me because people do definitely notice me, right? And so that kind of stuck with him. And when he saw me again, he's thinking he knows me beyond that. But either way, he's really wanting to figure it out. So we're talking. I don't know how the lady got back outside. I wasn't watching her, but I'm close to the door. She comes up. She didn't get in our space, but she came up coming at me. And so I don't know, maybe she heard my disapproval. And so I'm like, where was she at when she heard all that? I don't know. I thought they was going back there to get their food or whatever. I don't know. But she comes and she points at me and she looked drunk as shit. And she's like, you got a problem with me? You want to say something to me? So I'm looking at her like, like, this is interesting. So he immediately goes, he mad because she interrupted our conversation. So I'm like, this is my opportunity to walk off. It was so funny. It was so funny. So I walked off as he was getting at her, right? And I lingered a bit to show her that, honey, you just wasting your time. You're not intimidating me. None of that. And I'm not getting ready to get on your level. But at the same time, now you better get in trouble with the officer because you ain't acting right. And you probably drunk. Probably going to go to jail for that. You should have just kept going. But something told her in her head to try to confront me, right? So as soon as I'm walking off, he's like, I'm going to tell the manager to have you, to ask you to leave. When he said that, I'm like, bro, that's not your job. You got to get permission from the man. Like, I don't know what, that was weird. But she started yelling at him. Yeah, they said this county, blah, blah, blah. She started coming off with something. And I'm like, whatever your gripe is, bro, you wrong. You're not behaving properly. So you're going to lose because something going on in your head right now. Like, it's just crazy. And it's like, we got a whole society of nonsense going on, and you keep on, like, celebrating it, rewarding it. You keep on playing into it. You act like it's not nonsense. And I know that there likely would have been a lot of women who would have, took up for her and back. Yeah, they at least could have waited till she came back. If the girl said she was coming back, she was coming back. Or they ain't have to put her food up. They thought she wasn't going to pay because she black. Oh, yeah, you see, she came back to pay, huh? And I know the mindset. That I know this is what a lot of people would have said. Because I watch y'all act like this. These people were intimidated by me standing there and not wanting to say anything about what they saw in disapproval because they thought that I was going to have this lady back. And that nonsense. And she got a little girl with her at the same time. This is a lady that doesn't even need to be raising this little girl. Clearly. But y'all condone this mess. And this is what type of society you want to be in. A society where people cannot think. This woman just showed this little girl how she want her to solve problems. That's not even how you even solve it. Instead, she should have had a conversation with the little girl. First of all, I don't know why, she had her in that position, but whatever. But she should have had a conversation with her, about, okay, let's go in here and see if they still have the food sitting there. And if they don't have it, then, that's on us because we didn't pay. And, I'm sure they have a time limit that they can leave food sitting out, not in the proper temperatures and proper department and all that. So if they put it back, we just have to get some more. No, she come in there like this was the thing. As soon as she walked in, she started yelling at the lady from the door. She was pointing at her. She said, people like you is exactly why Trump became president. And at the end of when we were making our little comments, they was like, and what the presidency got to do with it? What Trump being president got to do? Just ignorant. Just being ignorant. This is all ignorant. It's all ignorance. But this is the type of society that y'all would like to have. And this is what you tell everybody when you put up with that nonsense that was supposed to be some kind of actual campaign to you. You didn't even care that this woman was properly nominated like she should have been. You didn't even care about that. You didn't say nothing about that. I don't care if it's somebody I like. As somebody that I want to be president. Why would you even be disrespected like that? You think it's okay because you don't mind, but that's still a proper procedure that is supposed to take place. So if you're going to bypass that, then you bypass it every other time when they bypass procedures and you don't like that they bypassing procedures. Okay? Don't complain at that time either. Why not? You told her when she came in the door, baby, I don't care. Get whatever you want to do. I'm rocking with you because I'm just dumb like that. I'm stupid like that. It don't matter. It's whatever. You let her know that you don't got no standards. You let her know you don't got no standards. This woman brought out Megan Thee Stallion to twerk for you. And she has not yet given you any cohesive paragraphs as to what her presidency is going to look like that you actually would really need. And you don't care. The only thing she's managed to say to you is lies and talking junk. Her whole campaign was about ABs. I think we now everybody agreed that we're gonna call it AB and Trump. And it's lies about Trump, and it's blatant lies. Any person with an ounce of intelligence or who does an ounce of research can listen to this and say, what? The bitch is lying. Wait, y'all believe that? Yes, because that's all you're doing is repeating what she's saying. And I'm like, but bro, he actually did you a favor. It's when people say the overturning of Roe versus Wade, what do you think the majority of people hear when they hear that? I've concluded that when people say that, the majority of the people here is translated to them as we have no protections as far as that law, as far as ABs are concerned. We have no right to decide And some people actually hear that it's being abolished. You cannot, under any circumstances, get an AB. You know, that's when I've concluded. It's like you got one hand that believes this and one hand believes that. And it's like, both of y'all answers are wrong. Like, what are we talking about here? It's really simple. Oh, bitch, you can look it up. Try that. That might work. It might work. And then you can actually find out what happened. You never thought, it never crossed your mind. Oh, but you want to hear what Kamala's saying and you want to follow that. Well, what is she saying? Because to me, the bitch don't make no sense when she talk. What is she trying to say to y'all? What's she trying to say? Oh, she said it blatantly. Trump is putting your lives in danger. The women. He's infringing upon your reproductive rights. Oh, Michelle came in and she was even worse. Bitch, all the time they said you was a man, and I was like, yeah, I used to get mad. And I'd be like, she ain't no man, that's disrespectful. Why y'all talking about her like that? But, hey, Michael, you might be a man. I'm thinking, you know, they might have been right this whole time. Listen, you came out here with your manly ass and you said, you tell your husband, if he care about women, he care about you, he care about your daughters, your aunts, his mama, and all them, that he not only gonna not say shit about who you vote for, he gonna actually vote for Kamala too, because you said so. Wait, hold on, bitches. First, y'all gonna try to run for president. Okay. But secondly, y'all gonna come out here and then tell women that they supposed to vote regardless. You ain't got no business in their marriage. You don't know what's going on in their household. But you gonna tell them to go home and tell your man, this is how it's going down. Don't say shit. And in fact, it's you better. Wait, hold up. What? Michelle, what? So, what you say? What you say, bitch? What you say? Oh, okay. Did she tell y'all? She tell y'all your vote is nobody's business. Wait. What you mean it's nobody's business? It's all our business. All this is our business. History tells me that this is our business. The way it goes tells me it's our business. So y'all don't understand the way this shit go. Oh, say that then. Say that then. Oh, you saying it because you listen to her and you do it every year. I can't get nobody in this community to talk about it every time. And I be laughing, but at the same time, I just be shaking my head because they'll run like it's a plague, right? From the conversation, much less trying to get them together to have a meeting. They run, but they'll come on later on and it'll be the same day or the next day and post who they want you to vote for, one of their favorite local politicians, who they want you to vote for, and they say vote for so and so. I said, who the hell is you telling me to vote for somebody? Why you want me to vote for them? Let me look them up, see their track record. They was already not in my list, so but you saying vote for them, you ain't telling us why. Okay, that's your opinion. How can you tell other people who to vote for, but you don't want to talk about why we voting for them, why I'm telling you to vote for them? No strategies. You don't want to discuss that. And really, you don't want to discuss who all you voting for and why. We just happen to know that this is one person you support because you pushing them. It don't work like that. You don't get to do that, okay? You don't get to do that. You don't get to come on here and post and tell somebody to go vote for so-and-so, but we can't talk about who you voted for and why you vote for them. We can't sit down and make the best decisions as far as who we should vote for. We can't do our jobs, but we expect them to do a job for us that is good for us. No, they see how dumb you are. They like, they stupid. Okay, cool. What we doing? And they do all what they want to do. They do all what they want to do. You go take an American government course. I'ma say it till I'm blue in the face. You're so slow. I've been saying it all year. You got to the elections and you didn't do it. Okay? And if that Kamala would have got in office, you think I'm lecturing you now. It would have been a whole lot worse. However, you don't even understand how this works, but you quick to yell. I'm talking about mainly y'all folk, right? Right, mainly y'all folk. Even the ones who think they so smart, right? Right, but you be the first ones to talk about, they don't really care about us. Oh, they look at how they doing this. Oh, look at how they not doing this. Oh, he ain't gonna do nothing for us. Blah, 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 blah. What since whenever do you command? Does your presence even command respect? Somebody's supposed to help you. Help you? You don't even help yourself. You don't even help yourself. Who gonna do something for you? We're gonna do something for you. Y'all act like we supposed to get mad and say, yeah, chump, you don't do nothing for black folks, you chump. Bitch, what you want? Huh? What you want? You don't know, do you? You don't know. You just want somebody to do something for you. What you want? What you want? What you want? What you want? Instead, reparations, that's what you want? Everybody who got reparations, which at this point, even the Catholic Church got paid. Well, the Catholic Church's victims, or at least some of them. So, I mean, that's just about everybody. So, just about everybody got some form of reparation and stuff for us. I wonder why. Damn. That's, let me see how long it's going to take me to figure this one out. I wonder, why is that? They don't do shit for us, do they? Because, bitch, you don't do nothing for yourself. You don't even follow procedure. You don't even try. You don't come together. You don't work on nothing. And you say, Barack ain't do shit for us. Well, you know his dumb ass didn't. Well, he ain't dumb. I just don't like him. So, I don't know. What can I call him? It doesn't matter. Because I can't attack any of that other stuff. The man came in and did how Barack was. Kamala would have been that, except for you wouldn't have got the, I don't know, I guess you could say he's somewhat handsome. You know, he's less handsome to me now than he ever was. And I never saw him as handsome. You know, that's not my type. But, you know, he has a presentation about him that is very, you know, it got y'all acting stupid. But you're not going to get any of that type of charm, the ability to crack jokes, speak well, and, you know, come off the cuff with it on any occasion, witty. You're not going to get all that charisma and charm and intelligence out of Kamala. But all other things, you're going to get exactly that because she is with them. She works directly for them. She has no opposition in that. She know her role. It's as if they bred this bitch from a cocoon or something just so she can come out here and do what she doing. Same for Barack. Okay, same for Barack. That's why y'all was scrambling trying to figure out who he is and where he came from. You was all up in that nut to crack it, but y'all ain't in Kamala's nut. And Candace done spread it all. She done spread out it all just as creamy and clear. It's creamy, but it's clear. She spread it out just right for you. You ain't even lick your finger and taste it. You want to see if it's sweet, sour, like what? Yeah. Because, you know, you taste that shit, you been eating pineapples. But you eat pork. Yeah, you eat pork. I told you. I don't fuck with nobody eat pork. See, you ain't even taste it. All you had to do was taste it. It was already spread out there for you. You ain't touch it. You want to be ignorant. You want to be ignorant. What did the people who got reparations do to get the reparations? You don't ask them kind of questions. You be like, they gave it to them. They gave it to them. They gave it to them. I'm starting to see why they be like, black folks lazy and blah, 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 blah. Because you have a sense of entitlement. And I get it. I know where that comes from, bitch. I feel entitled too. But at the same time, I understand that it just don't work like that. So if you think something belongs to you or is owed for you, then you're going to have to fight for it. And there's ways to fight. Y'all be talking about 28 pounds of lime, 33 strategies of war, and all that. You ain't read one book. You saw one little 5-minute audio clip on YouTube And now you try to act like you read the books and you studied it and everything, and y'all don't know who Marcus Aurelius is or anybody else Robert Greene was talking about in that book. You don't know shit. You don't care that you don't know shit. You don't even sometimes know that you actually don't know shit. Like I said about the woman that I met last night. Let me get ready to go. Y'all ain't paying me for this, but I don't mind telling you, you's an old big dummy in my Fred Sanford voice. Because you're embarrassing. Okay, I met this lady. She was so beautiful. And I know she's going to be on my page because she done went and found. Child, when people meet me in real life and they be like, what's your page? I want to. Don't follow me. Because you met me in real life and you like me. Don't you want to keep liking me? When you come on my page, you're not going to like me no more. You're not. Because I'm supposed to be talking about fashion and clothes and sewing and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, them ancestors be like, bitch, this what you talking about. This what you going to talk about today. And you put that, all that other stuff, you put that on hold. Okay, yeah, they gonna leave you eventually, and they do. And then they come back. And I ain't talking about the audience. I'm talking about all these brand deals and shit that I just get that everybody be fighting for. And I don't do nothing with them. They just be sitting there. And then they be all in my email like, you know, your content and you guys. And I'm like, huh? What? Oh, you want me to? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll think about it. And then sometimes I'll be like, you know what? Why not? Why not? It's my passion. It's what I do anyway. Why not? You know, but then it's like, I don't got time to be doing all that. And then for what? Bitch, this is what I want to talk about today. This is what I want to talk about right now. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, right? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this shit right here. We're going to talk about this shit right here. So when you come over here from real life, yes, we had a conversation, but our conversation was a little bit more pleasant. You might not like this approach, but I know sis gonna be on here because she wants to. She's open for it and she wants to know more. But I told her, I said, don't come over here. Go to Candace. Candace got a whole playlist. Okay, she got a whole playlist broke down for you. I'm just really talking junk over here. Okay, I'm really talking junk. But she's insistent, so here goes. Now I met this lady and she had just folded. Beautiful, sweet. I just can't give her enough compliments, and I would love to sit here and just give her all the compliments I can think of. I mean, she was like a little angel, but she's a grown woman, a little younger than me, maybe 10 or so years younger than me, right? And I could tell by the conversation that she voted for Kamala, and eventually she admitted she voted for Kamala, and she didn't have nice things to say about Trump. And I'm like, okay. Now, I would like to know why she voted for Kamala and what do you really know about Trump that you feel like this? She literally repeated exactly what Kamala has been saying this entire time. And it's the way that people word it. It tells me you're repeating words that others said, but you don't have any real knowledge of this. Because, I mean, let's keep it real. In the beginning of it all, you wouldn't have said it because you would already have research and known it's not true. But there's no depth to it. There's no ad-libbing. There's no elaborating on it. There's just making those statements. Her number one was about the whole reproductive thing. And she was saying because although she expressed that, she's not interested in getting an AB, but she doesn't want, in case anything goes down, to be denied that right. Okay. I'm like, okay. You shouldn't want to be denied that right. I don't care what y'all say about that there. I'm going to do a whole different video talking about that because I noticed today that I really want to say something, and it's something that nobody's really saying, but I got something to say about that. But at the end of the day, if this woman feels like she wants to have a right to make that choice, I think she has a right to feel that way, and I support that. I support it. As complex as that is, I support it. But that was her number one reason. It probably wasn't the most important, but I'm just giving it to you the order that she gave it to me. That was her reason for why she voted for Kamala and not Trump. So I'm like, okay, duly noted. And the other, she gave at least three, and the other two were just basically the same talking points. She talked about Project 2025, and the other one was about the Nazi and all that. Okay, cool. Now think about this. That told me that this woman, she literally went and voted for who will be your acting president based upon what the opposing party has been saying. Just based upon that. No real research into that party. No real research into the party that she didn't want in office. No researching the information that was given to her by the party she wants to vote for to see if that's even true. Just, I guess, assuming that, she's a politician, she's a vice president, she's not gonna say it if it's not a lie. I'm thinking that's pretty much what's been going down. And I'm just sitting here like, wow, it's so deep to me, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. And I'm thankful that this young lady, we didn't have any arguments or anything. She was really curious as to why I was, taking a stance that, wow, you are highly misinformed. And I went about it in a gentle way, in a respectful way. I didn't bash her. I didn't attack the fact that she's voting for Kamala, anything like that. I really walked on eggshells with it because for the most part, once you let people know you ain't down with that decision they made, I mean, that's enough for them to shut the conversation and feel some kind of way already by itself, which to me is kind of crazy. But you just have to be careful if you want to be able to, open that space up. And she was 100% game. So I just told her, I said, honey, we did have a in-depth conversation, and I probably overtalked, but do research. And she already voted. It's the elections is tomorrow, but at the end of the day, for the next time and the next time and the next thing, do research. It's not that difficult. It's 2024. You're going to start to come across things, and you'll decide whether you need to go deeper, or whether you're ready to go deeper, what have you. But you're going to come across some things that, can help you better make a more informed decision. And why wouldn't you want that? You should never just be like, okay, so-and-so said it, so blah, blah, blah. That is deadly. That is deadly. And so I'm meeting a woman who is just walking out of the building from voting, and that is how she based her voting on. And I'm telling her it's so much, and the more I talk, the more she wanted, tell me more. And I'm just like, we don't got that kind of time. Candace did great work. She has money, she has a team, and they're good. And she has receipts. She has actual family members. She has actual people that, have been introduced to you by Kamala. She has everything you need to effectively and positively say that this heifer lied to you in multiple ways, and here's how she did it. And it's episode after episode after episode. And so that is a gift, because you don't even have to do that kind of research, and you couldn't possibly go in as in depth as she has, and she brought it to you, and y'all had this before the election, but you didn't want to look. Okay, and then she brings on Judge Joe Brown. I'm not a fan of Joe Brown. Y'all done see me get at him myself. Okay, I am not a fan, and I almost didn't watch it, but it was within alignment of the actual information that I was absorbing from her at the time, which is this Kamala series. So I reluctantly watched it because I really, it's just some things about Joe, and I get that some of that is ignorance, because by me taking a stance on him, although I've tried to listen to him in the past, and not being able to get past mentally what is really just emotions, because that is me saying, I don't like this cat. But it's also me feeling like some of the things he's talking about, some of the things he's saying, although I'm not his age, and I haven't had his walk, his experience in them in his circles, but I disagree with. And if I want to even be more honest, and I look more into it within myself, my beef really started with him when he went after Tina Turner. Listen, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay, you fuck with OJ, Tina Turner. You know, I got my little ones, right? And he came at her in a way that I felt was so disrespectful. And this is after she passed. I'm like, the woman just died and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, he was saying things about her, and some of the stuff, I still believe that he was being, what do you call it, male chauvinist? The accusations that he made against her, I didn't even, and this ain't like it's fact too, but he was going in on her hard. So his approach and his tone also helped me to get upset with his ass. And from that moment on, I was like, I don't care what he say, I don't care what he talking about, he don't get no play from me, and I never condone what he's saying. So, you know, I've been pretty much had that stance the whole time. He never was my cup of tea when he had his show and all that kind of stuff. So when I mix all these things up, and, you know, I can keep going, but when I mix all these things up, then I realize that although there may be inappropriateness and discrepancies in what he has stated about Tina Turner, that can still remain, and I still can, you know, be business about it and look at this as just what it is. All right, case by case basis of what he has to say, not shutting down completely anything that he has to say or could have to say if I'm on a certain topic, right? So these are some of the ways that we push ourselves out. We put ourselves in a bad way, and we don't gather proper or necessary information because we have already blocked that out, shut it down, and it's not a wise decision. You never, first of all, supposed to make an emotional decision, and secondly, that don't got nothing to do with the breast tea in China. Those are your feelings, your emotions, right? Okay, all that being said, I sat down, I started watching the series, and I tell you, I actually did a couple of videos on it. I just haven't edited them and posted it yet. Okay, it was probably like 3-4 videos or whatever, but it's just trying to keep them a little short. That was one of the deepest conversations in my 48 years that has been had in one setting. I mean, they got straight to it off front. I'm talking about Joe came in guns a-blazing. I have never seen Candace that quiet, and it was not by choice. She tried. But, I mean, it's Joe Brown here. That's another thing I never liked about him, too. He would dominate a conversation. But after watching this video, I would say he earned the right to be that way, because I kind of saw a different version of him just for me. After being able to clear my head to be open, I saw a person that he know the stuff he's seen. He know the stuff he experienced. A lot of that stuff that you might be talking about, okay, whatever, but you on this level. He on that level with it. So you're just really wasting time, and he need to get this shit out. All right, and plus he older, he ain't got time to be sitting here just entertaining you. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up, you don't qualify. Okay, basically, now I'm not saying that is the case with Candace. However, if you look at it, Candace was here to get information from him. She clearly was quite novice in, and that's kind of weird saying about Candace, but she was quite novice in some of the stuff he was spitting. And so they're not only did they talk before that in depth, they're going to be talking after that in depth, because there's a lot of things that he put out there and it was hard to catch it. And it was spilling over and it's like, hold on. And she was trying to pocket it and she was like, okay, we're going to have to get with that later and to get with this later. I mean, he came out, he was throwing them and shit. Like, you know, Harry Potter or whatever, you want to watch it, he had the wand, he was waving it, and it was from the beginning. And when Candace was trying to get in there, he cutting her ass off. And I'm like, any other time this would be getting on my nerves, but I was like, Candace, okay, yeah, I understand, honey, but you know, sometimes you gotta learn to suppress that need to talk, because God say it's not your turn right now. God say let him rock, and he rocked. Y'all gonna have to watch it. And plus, since I already did videos on it, I'm not gonna get too deep. But I bring all this up to also say his main point in being there was not just to discuss all the things he discussed, but he was adding to the Kamala series. That's beyond deep, just based off of everything I just said. The type of things that this guy was talking about was JFK, MLK, and Malcolm. Did he name someone else in that little circle? No, I think it was those three. And making the direct statement, not alleged, not accusation. I mean, some of us know that these are facts, right? Some people are still stuck back when they were saying, oh, this is conspiracy theory. Some people kind of want to believe that it's true, but they still kind of feel like they're unsure, which is weird to me. Somebody in the comment section said, I didn't know the FBI killed Martin Luther King. So the family went in a lawsuit. Didn't even do it for you? Okay. Wow. And this is representation of a lot of people. The FBI did indeed eliminate JFK, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King, and of course many more, but these three are very important, right? Now, Joe Brown is telling you this in the beginning of their conversation, and he is also letting you know how he knows that for a fact, a first-hand fact, although these are documented facts that we should all be clear about. And I be saying this about 911 since it happened, and I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, why? How are we walking around here as if these things hasn't happened and are happening? Just like MK Ultra, which when Joe got into Kamala and her family, MK Ultra is directly associated with his mother, according to Joe. Okay, according to Joe. I mean, with Kamala, I say Kamala's mother. He had a very deep addition to the Kamala series. This is not something that everybody should not be watching. This entire series, it doesn't matter how you feel about Candace. Sometimes I am not with some of the stuff she's saying and doing. Sometimes I just be looking at her like, Candace, you getting on my nerves today. Sometimes I be looking at her and thinking all kind of shit like, girl, you look casket ready. Okay, I get it. That you don't have no style, you don't have no taste. Hire somebody that's gonna do you right. Just do it. And I'd be so annoyed. But none of that got nothing to do with if she has valuable information for me. It don't. Even when her voice is annoying me on sometimes. And I ride with Candace because this girl be throwing down. Okay, she be fire, fire, fire. She be throwing down. And listen, you can't, y'all can say what you want about it. I can say what I want about it. You can't fuck with that. You can't fuck with that. You know what I mean? So she's just one of those rare ones, kind of like Trump, kind of like, I want to say Kanye, but I already told y'all Kanye gone, so bye to that. But and to a degree, it's not like Kanye's on the same level, but you know, he tried. He's a little engine that could. Everybody, once you heard about that, you should have got your ass over there. And just at the minimum be like, okay, let me take a look, see, and see what everybody's talking about, see if maybe this is some information I can use or I need. And then once you see it, you can't stop. You got to watch the whole thing. If you didn't, that's sad. You can still do it, and you should. Because you need to understand and stop delusioning yourself. Stop lying to yourself about what really is. My father, my very own father, was a victim of MK Ultra. And this is the first time I'm openly saying this. But at the end of the day, what the fuck they gonna do that they ain't already done? But the things that come with this, there is even a guy, black man, I can't remember his name, can't even remember who was interviewing him, but he was in the military and he was affected by MK Ultra. Now, am I gonna tell our story and blah blah blah? Hell no. Hell no. But him and his daughter came on, and you know, that man was crying throughout that podcast and everything. But he told a story about how he got pulled into the, you know, MK Ultra situation and what effects it had on his life. And y'all need to pay attention to this shit. That Pineapple Express movie, you know, when he starts off in the room, you know, that shit was funny as hell. And then he was like, yeah, where you go? And all that. You know, they do. These are real things. You know, the MK Ultra shit is real. The stuff Kanye was talking about is real. And he bought you the receipts. The dude told him he was going to put them away. But you still find ways to question and doubt this stuff. To know how dangerous it was for you to be trying to put that chick in office. Because you're putting Kamala in office, yeah, but not really. Because where's she been? Out here? No, not at all. She been behind the scenes doing what she need to do. And according to Joe Brown, that could be just sucking cocks. Or opening her legs. You know what I mean? I think they like the dangling of the throat and everything. Okay, I'm not gonna do that no more. Just because I would be going somewhere, y'all. I got a sick mind. But yeah. She is 100,000% down with these with your direct enemies, even if you don't know who they are, and every nasty, dirty, rotten, stinking thing they want to do with you, she's all for it. And it's not even something that's not obvious. This woman was not cohesive at all during this campaign, and you are in worse trouble than you even know if you haven't been able to clearly see that. There should have been nobody talking about yeah, I'm voting for her. What? You, not unless you're actually in, I'm not talking about you support the clique. I'm talking about if you down, like you really in the group. And I don't think y'all asses is in the group. Not at all. Not at all. Very deadly. You're very deadly to your own selves. You're very dangerous to your own selves. And you wake up and you're talking all this shit online. And I see people with my skin tone acting like this. And I'm like, as I'm listening to Nina Simone's version of Strange Fruits, and I felt so guilty I had to go back and listen to Billie Holiday's version. It's cute. It's cute. And Nina, if they talked about how mad they got when Billie Holiday sang that song, I mean, if nothing, they did. But I'm saying if they talked about being that upset about Nina doing it as they were when Billie did it, I could completely see that. But you know, it's also ironic that Nina did not want to be a show horse. She did not want to just sing and play. She had way much bigger and deeper aspirations. But in order for her to get accepted, because she was ostracized greatly and picked upon because she was so dark and she was black, the way she says it. And they told her, we want you to play, we want you to sing. And she had to play and she had to sing her way through college and everything. And look at what it got her at the end of the day. But she was also able to put her message out throughout her fame and in her music. And the one that they forced to play that piano and sing is the same person that she not only sung My Skin is Black, she sang Strange Fruit. If you have not heard her version, I can't even find the words. I can't even find the words. But I listened to that song, and then I go online and it's all these people popping up here and there everywhere. I'm talking about pages and groups and stuff. I mean, I'm like, whoa, this what we doing? We don't talk about politics over here. This is a subject-based situation over here. Like what? But you politicking, like not it's not just politicking. Y'all over here saying dumb shit. You over here fussing and complaining. Get your reparations from Sunny on the View. Her family owned slaves. Good luck with that. Keep staying a victim. See, that's somebody who ain't even listening to what I'm saying. You see, it's crazy when people come in here and they do that. I mean, I love to get your comments because I don't get any. And that's how your channel is able to be seen and whatnot. But to come in here, thank you, Brock. And hi, Mickey. I'm sorry I wasn't even looking at comments because I don't even get them like that. Jazz, what's up, Jazz? All right. To come in here and just be like, who is Sunny on the View? Well, anyway. But later for you, we passed that shit. To see y'all on here complaining and the things that you saying, the statements that y'all making. Because Trump was president over Kamala. When little do you know, you should be so thankful. You should be so thankful. There could never be an individual that gets in that spot that can save or protect anyone ultimately. It's impossible. It's impossible. To understand that, you must truly understand Project 2025. Y'all don't even do that kind of research. You just let Kamala tell you that that's Trump thing. It's not that simple, baby. The man told you himself it ain't his. He ain't behind it. But, you don't want to go find out. And until you understand that and a whole lot of other stuff, y'all just gonna keep disgracing not just your ancestors, but all the people who really used to fight and who were responsible for, who they just happened to be here. They happened to be living, and they had to fight. That eventually built up the type of, some type of structure that led to where we are now. And all of that is also widely determined about how we carry ourselves, how we fight to defend ourselves. But when they fought because they wanted to be from up under the French and whoever else was coming and trying to control us like they've been doing Africa and everywhere else, and they didn't like the way they were being done and ruled and stuff, and they wanted to fight. And then they got these people over here saying, why y'all been fighting? You know, they've been over there huddling and having business meetings and saying, we can have this, we can have this, we can take this over, this can be ours. So they want to form the America. They want to form, we can't call it United States yet, because they ain't thinking about no United, what? No. But they want to form this corporation of where they own and rule and, you know, become all wealthy and rich and everything. And just do some of what, you know, other ones was already doing, but just, you know, put their own spin on it. But they have to either try to force it or present it to the citizens that, you know, this is a great idea. We're going to take care of you, you know, like our own children. And, you know, the people was like, bitch, we ain't stupid. We ain't going to fight to get away from that, which you went out there fighting. And just to come over here and just be like, oh, okay. And just settle for whatever it is, whatever kind of treaty you trying to have us sign. No. We think about it, okay? But in fact, we like being independent and doing our own thing. But then they're like, it's so much we going to need. We didn't like them, but they were responsible for this. Okay, so we need, so we're gonna have to negotiate with these people. Okay, cool. Fuck is this? This the deal you trying to make with us? Yeah, we're not, we're gonna have to amend some of this. What, 7 more years of fighting? Listen, Linda, they fought, they negotiated. Even when they said, well, this is how the representatives for your state will be determined, and, you know, how many will be in the White House represent you, blah, 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 blah. And some of that is based upon what? Also, your people. How many people you got in the state? What about these dockets? What about these dockets? You know, we gotta feed them, clothe them. Hey, those ain't even humans. What do we say? They're not. That's not a man. Well, you know, we gotta do all these things, and it costs us money. Then the North say, well, bitch, you got animals too. Some of us got animals, and you gotta do some of the same. Well, either way, they were able to argue it just enough for them to say, all right, we'll give you. You can count 3/4 of each one of them, because that counts towards the, you know, how your state is represented, and also when it comes to getting grants and fundings and stuff, you know, these type of things. See, these negotiations were made, and when they say, oh no, we ain't cool with that, we don't like this, we don't like that, but they go back and they go back and they go back and they go back. And they say, oh, we have a right to this, we have a right to that, we have a right to that. And if we don't like what you're doing, we get to say something about it. We don't like what you're doing, we can put your body to your office spot. We can put somebody else in there, blah, 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 blah. But you work for us, know that, right? You work for us, that's the agreement. And somewhere along the way, y'all started to say, you know what? Just let them rock out. Now, there are many reasons how you got here. But that's where your raggedy, lazy ass is at. And this is before my people was even fighting in wars, considered humans, freed, or anything like that. These people who are the true, like the forefathers, okay, after they done violated with the raggedy ass Christopher Columbus telling his whatever stories he telling. This is how they got the Constitution and amendments and stuff like that. Do y'all not even remember how that shit went down and how it's supposed to be because of that? And, you know, people have fought to establish provisions and rights for us, so we have some kind of protection in this corporation that we're in. And y'all just let that shit go by the wayside. And you have a lot against you. That nobody can deny that. They come up, they don't do nothing. They got people, it's their jobs. All they do is sit around and think of another way they can turn you into whatever they need you to be so you can do whatever they need you to do. And even when you know a lot of this stuff, you still sit and participate. We all do to some degree. You still sit and participate in it in your own demise. Your own demise. And that is so insane to me. It is. It's very, very insane that you just saying all this shit about a person who didn't even speak to you or anything this entire time. But not only came out and just lied and played your face. The bitch ain't have not one cohesive, intelligent thing to add or say to you, the person that she's supposed to be in office doing the work for and protecting. She ain't had nothing concrete to tell you about her campaign. It was just all about Trump, and then I guess by with a little help from my friends. Come on, Beyonce, Megan, and all y'all goofballs, say what I said, and they say it, and y'all like. Yeah. We need Kamala in office because, whatever. It's so beyond pathetic to see this. And then I listen to Strange Fruit, and I I think about how powerful that damn song was. And I have to remind myself, not that I don't know or, actually forgot, but sometimes you just got to remind yourself, like, the things that was literally done to our people. A lot of times I think that we forget that. I think that there's a lot of us walking around here who you don't have your answers inside of you. You don't. You really don't, because I know I do. And a lot of times that force just pushes itself to the forefront and wants to take over. You don't get to survive too good in this world like that. You don't. And I can see, even with other people, because, sometimes our people like to say that the white people, they don't have souls and shit like that. They're not built like that. That's not, they models don't come with it, souls, okay? It always sound like it might make sense to me. I haven't done enough research. That's not, I'm not going to say I couldn't if I really wanted to, but that's not something I looked into in depth to say that I'm confident that is 100% the truth, but it sounds about right. But whatever they models got, okay, was front and center back when this United States of America was created. And even before that, but specifically that. And some people still got that in them. And Trump is one of them motherfuckers that got that shit in him. And that's clear. It don't got nothing to do with, even if I didn't like the dude, which I never told y'all. I always told y'all, I didn't really like him then. I do now. Just child, please. But I always thought he was funny as hell. I always had, respect for a lot of the things he's done, and, having, read books about him and done other researches. So I've had a lot of respect. And I just always thought he had like this banging ass personality. And it was funny, always funny when people was running around here talking all this shit. Oh, he's on Twitter. Look what he said on Twitter. Oh my God. Dying and shit. And he just be like, he had a field day. And I was having one right along with him. And black folks was about to lose their damn mind. And I'm like, bitch, what you mad about though? Like, I get it based upon what y'all saying, but you don't even know if that shit is true. You don't have nothing. You just repeating what other people are saying. At the end of the day, you look stupid, you sound stupid. You look stupid as fuck. And you sound stupid as fuck. When the people fought to negotiate this Constitution and adding these amendments and shit, and staying up with their politicians and saying, oh, today your ass ain't doing the right thing. We're going to get you up out of there. And it was all of them. Okay, they was a mob too. You a mob, we a mob. We ain't mobbing shit right now. We just sitting here like, my vote is silent, my vote is private, blah, blah, blah. You ain't doing nothing for yourself any good, any good. And now is the time to fight. Now is the time to fight and support whatever fights your president can do for you, and also leave that man alone. That's not even your concern. Your concern is your local politicians. Let him and his team do what they got to do and go and deal with what they got to deal with. Because they're going to get a whole lot of opposition. And, you know, at the same time, you don't need to be jumping down his throat, because if you want some shit, learn how to get it. And if you know how to get it, you move in more silence, right, at the right times. And you will be strategizing, and you will be getting shit pushed up to get signed into law. Okay, and you be in control of what the fuck is going on in your community. Alright? You got people over there like what's it, Tiffany Henny. You got, look at them over there with her. You still ain't learned that. Still ain't learned that. I wonder. Here's your homework assignment for tonight. Listen to Strange Fruit, the Nina Simone version. Go watch Candace Owens' documentary on Kamala. It's not documentary, it's a series. She got series. Episodes, back to back. Don't miss the one with Joe Brown. I don't think Kamala's in the title. But whether it is or not, you definitely don't want to miss that one. And then wherever you feel like you need to keep going with your research, do that. But there's more. But that's just 2. For now, that's 2. But they're not small. They're not small. That song is gonna blow your ass away. But I think a lot of black folks need to listen to that shit every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. Even the youth who wouldn't even know what she's talking about, but hear it to understand it and be like, what's she saying? Nah, and then you can research, because these people don't just readily know what we've been through. A lot of us, my generation, are barely, still a lot of us wet behind the ears about even finding out about a lot of this stuff. And this is the generation where they said, okay, we done with that. That's out of here. Nobody else gets to discover all this stuff that we did. They want to erase it. That means the generations after us, they really don't know. And it's impossible for them to ever be able to fight when they don't even know. They don't have no clue. You leave them vulnerable to any and everything. Creeps like Kamala, who works directly for your #1 enemy. How highly irresponsible of you. How highly irresponsible of you. That's your homework. You can choose to do it or not, but hey, that's on you. I'm out.